Boomer Dan here from Shockmania, also known as the Artie Dance. But I'm going to go with Boomer Dan because I never get this thing right. Never can ever get this thing right. Anyway, welcome to, I think it's Saturday night in the US right now. It is Sunday afternoon, 12:30 here in Melbourne. So I thought I'd give this a try and see if more people would be around at this time of day, because certainly my night works out a bit different to everyone else's nights. I want to show a whole bunch of trailers today. All of these courtesy of our great friend Lyle. I probably should have done a few things before I clicked in, but hey, it's too late now. So let's just get started. I have 10 massive trailers to go through, and I think they're going to be, I think a couple of them are going to be good. I think a couple of them are going to be crap, and a couple of them are going to be Indonesian. So let's get started. Well, not with the Indonesian ones. We'll start with this one. This one's weird. This is called Thine Ears Shall Bleed, and it's a Western horror. Now, I have to forewarn you before we start that the way this whole configuration works, I actually don't have trailer audio for you. I know. I told you, Boomer Dan. So I have to put the volume of the trailer up really loud and hope that it comes through the microphone so that you can hear it. Let's get started and have a look at Thine Ears Shall Bleed. So the guy says, seems a fair place to camp. What are you thinking? Vampires? I hope it's not vampires. This epic beard, though. Oh, is it vampires? Nope. It's definitely got to be supernatural. Okay. A mysterious sound. That dude had very modern looking sunglasses. Oh, a religious movie. Okay. It could be something unholy. That's true. It is. It's always the devil's night. We're not getting much, are we? We're really not getting much. It's the devil. So some kind of scream. You shall not infect me is what that person just said. Thine ears shall bleed. So it appears to be a screaming horror movie where thine ears shall bleed is resulting because of the scream that the person does. Religious horror movies and Western horror movies. I can't think of. Oh, no, don't do this, Dan. Because every time I say, I can't think of a blah, blah, blah horror movie, I get reminded of 400 different horror movies that are exactly the same. Last time I said that, I can't think of a movie set on a ship other than Ghost Ship, and someone came back with a list of like 40 horror movies set on ships. So Western horror movies, I can't think of off the top of my head. But Thine Ears Shall Bleed looks to be that. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. So let's get into the next one. The next one's called Stay Safe. And it comes courtesy of Rapid Trailers. Thank you, Rapid Trailers. Stay Safe. So it's probably going to be very low budgety. Stay safe is what the person said. So you can't hear it. I know you can't hear it. My apologies. the acting. I'm very sensitive to like dodgy acting, and this has got just missing that quality acting. So, from what I can gather, there's something weird about his wife, but I'm not quite understanding what this one's about. And when you can't understand what something's about, you don't want to end up watching even the full one. Nah, another devilly kind of movie. I'll watch the whole thing now, but this is not. Nah. 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 That did not look good. Nah. Let's go. It's called Stay Safe. Well, let's get straight into the next one. Dead Whisper. Again, courtesy of Rapid Trailer. I don't know about you, but this trend of doing this 3-second teaser before the trailer starts is a bit stupid. So this one's called Dead Whisper. It feels a little better. Definitely feels better than the last one. It's got a creepy vibe to it, but you can see this blue tinge all the way through it, giving off that cold horror vibe. Dead Whisper is what this one is called. And psychological horror, perhaps? Maybe? Good old Lyle submitted all of these trailers to me. It's another one with screaming. Fabulous. So this one looks like what? Some guys slowly going insane? It could be fun. Yeah. This is like a psychological, insane type movie. That looks all right. That was Dead Whisper. I'd say of the three we've watched so far, that Dead Whisper was probably the best of the lot. Certainly, Thine Ear Shall Bleed moves into second now, and Stay Safe just looked horrendous. This next one is from our good friends at ITN, who like to partner with Jagged Edge to pump out all those really dodgy British horror movies. So I got this one. Now, I can't quite pronounce the title of this one. La Chancella del Diablo. I don't know what Chancella means. So El Diablo, obviously the devil. So I don't know, from what I saw of it, it's got bad acting in it. I know. Shock horror, ITN, bad acting. Let's get looking at it. Blah, 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 the devil. We'll call this one. Drones have really helped filmmaking. I'll tell it now. Yeah, look at that acting. Nico, don't be sort of cursing. The chakla. So that's how you say it. La chakla del diablo. Ugly, stupid chakla.
Mom, I think there's something wrong with Nico.
A fucking chakla's shoes.
You and I both know that chaklas don't move by themselves, so who did it?
They're clearly not shoes. What's a chakla? How would an Aussie know what a chakla is? Come on. All I can see is every time they say chakla, they're showing these thongs. Shoes for Americans. Can't believe I'm enjoying an ITN movie trailer. Even though it feels... It is. It's a pair of fucking shoes. Look at it. It's got shoes with mouth. They're fucking shoes. Yeah, okay, I've seen worse. Remember that? What was that? The Killer Tongue? Have you seen the Killer Tongue with Mindy Clark? That's old. Late 90s. Then there was Killer Condom. So, like there are weird ass movies, but a pair of thongs, killer thongs. Again, because we're Australian, we call those shoes thongs. You guys probably call them flip flops or, I don't know, the things you wear down at the beach. They're thongs. Now, ITN is blessing us with yet another one. This is called Salem Witch Doll. And going by that title, I hope to God that there are fucking possessed dolls in this one. Okay, soldiers from ITN.
Not the same, is it?
The acting's not too bad so far. It's British. This one's definitely British. Come on, I want to see something devilish. Evil doll. You promised me a doll. Salem Witch Doll.
Me and your mother had our differences, so she was always.
You know you should really Martin.
Sorry, Sarah.
Chick seems like a bit of a bitch, to be honest.
It's okay. We just think you got a little bit frightened.
Wow. If my excitement was a scale that went all the way off the screen. No. Where's the doll? The trailer's moody enough. But no. I'll take that movie about the killer sandals or the killer sandals. That's probably what you guys call them. Killer thongs before I would even watch that. That does not look good. Hey Lyle, welcome to the show. I probably should have given you a bit of a warning beforehand that I was going live. Lyle is, of course, the awesome person who finds all these trailers for me. So we're about halfway through this afternoon's, this evening's live stream. This one, I actually don't know the proper title. I don't know if it's called Soothsayer Weatherman or if it's called Evil Urges or if it's called both. All I know is from what I saw, the acting is, but it could be funny because actually, shut up. I'll just get started. Let's just check out because something very funny happens in the first 10 or so seconds. Soothsayer Weatherman. And it's this bit. There's a creep right there. Look at him. He's got a pig face. So apparently what this dude does is he targets pretty young women who eat meat. And now women are being told to avoid. Fabulous victim blaming. This is the kind of stupid horror that I like. So now he's wearing I hope that's actually real and we haven't been sucked in. And the reason I say I hope it's real and that we haven't been sucked in is because Lyle recently gave me a trailer for something called I Spit on Your Grave X, and it looked great. And then as we checked it out a bit more, we realized that it was fake. It was a AI generated trailer, which got us both disappointed that it wasn't a real film. But it's just something that we've got to be a bit more careful about when we start looking through trailers and stuff like that. So that just looks like that looked fun, I think, didn't it? Certainly wearing masks and stuff's always a fun kind of movie. All right, let's move on to something called Poppy Loftus. I don't know much about this one. Then we've got 2 Indonesian trailers to look at because the Indonesians always come through with some great shit. So Poppy Loftus. I don't know if you can see it, as it seems to be a guy digging a grave. Oh, it's like an Irish accent. So this is Irish. The sign said stay out assholes.
We take the afterlife very seriously.
She says they're the afterlifers and they take the afterlife seriously. So we've got some kind of influences. So it's a comedy horror. Right. Lyle thinks I don't like comedy horrors, but in reality, I kind of do. They just have to be a certain type of comedy. This could be okay. This is not. This is starting to grow on me. Poppy Loftus. Ooh. Oh, Lyle, this is the one you said that had the stop motion in it. Right. Yes, the Irish folk horror. This one looks fun. This looks really fun. That's a good find, Lyle. Yeah, Poppy Loftus could be the trailer of the evening so far. Oh, there's your dolls. You're right. There's your dolls. There was no dolls in Salem Witch Doll, but they came through in Poppy Loftus, and I reckon that stop motion stuff looked pretty good if it was stop motion and not CGI. Because recently I did watch that British movie Stop Motion and just found it to be not that great. And I always like to look at stop motion because I think stop motion's fun. But that Poppy Loftus does look good. Now, I've got 3 left. 2 are Indonesian and 1 is an English-speaking one. So what I might do is do the English-speaking one next and then do the 2 Indonesian ones in a row. So this is called The Thing on the Doorstep. And it's from the Kings of Horror. So one thing Lyle and I found out recently from this channel called the Kings of Horror is while they put a lot of trailers on there, sometimes the movies are very old. So I've got a sneaking suspicion this is also an old film that they have popped up. But it looked a bit fun and something that we just wanted to look at anyway. I don't mind this whole look. It's got its particular color grading, but the acting is a bit. Yeah, I'm not feeling the vibe of this one at all. Excuse me. I had some pizza just for lunch. It was really delicious. Not feeling the vibe on this one. And I got a sneaking suspicion it's at least 10 years old looking at the quality of it. And that's what we should do. We should actually look at more classic-y movies kind of trailers and classic-y movie stuff. It just seems weird that I would not want to look at older stuff. Yeah, I'm not feeling this. Can I tell you, last night I decided to watch Civil War with Kirsten Dunst. And I can't say I don't think I've ever been more disappointed with a movie, but I certainly thought it was a lot stupid. Stupider than I thought it would be. Why would you make a whole movie about a civil war and have the angle about journalists? Please. So it's a Lovecraftian adaptation into a movie. Not a big Lovecraft fan. So I didn't get too much out of that one. But I could see if you were a Lovecraft fan that you would probably enjoy that one. Now let's move on to the 2 Indonesian ones. These 2 don't have any subtitles and don't have any English titles. But from my very basic limited knowledge of Indonesian, I can safely say that I think this movie, Malam Keramat, is called Sacred Night. Because Malam means night and Keramat means sacred. At least from the movies that I've watched previously, that's what those 2 words translate to. So let's check out the trailer to Malam Keramat. Wow, that just started. That just started to scare the shit out of you. I'm guessing it's got something to do with a haunted property, based on a real haunted property. It's a cool looking house, but I'm guessing it's all CGI. Thankfully, there is. Well, that's just. Kicked in the balls straight away, didn't it? That was a very short trailer. That was pretty cool. No dialogue in it at all. We need to see more of that. Lars just said it's meant to be Lovecraft. I think they're doing the filming on purpose. Lovecraft. It's recently made under the title Suitable Flesh. So, Lyle, thank you for that. I don't know too much about Lovecraft. I don't know why I've never gotten into it, but maybe it's just something I've never gotten into. But it's good to get that additional information about what some of these movie trailers are. Because sometimes when you sit there and you start Googling stuff, you just can't find enough information about things. And if someone like yourself, Lyle, already knows, didn't I like the lead into the trailer? Thought you didn't like a lead into the trailer. What do you mean? I don't like those ones that give you the 2 seconds and then just go, oh, you mean like the one that we just saw for Malam Keramat where it just scared the shit out of me? No, I thought that actually suited that trailer. Can you imagine sitting in the cinema, right? And you're there to watch a movie, and all of a sudden this thing just comes up on the screen just to scare the living snot out of you. Imagine how much screaming would have gone in the cinema at that time. A lot. Last trailer for tonight, and then we can have a little bit of a chat. If you want to leave a message in the chat, we can have a bit of a chat. This one's called Kutukan Kalong Arang. Now, I believe it doesn't have a release date yet. Just got a trailer. So let's check it out. And there's no English subtitles. And I remember the first time I watched this, I thought, holy shit, is this the last movie again? But no, it's definitely different. Although I think I might have a synopsis for this one. I do. It tells the story of 5 friends who try to escape from the shadows of their past sins, hoping to start a new chapter in a rural house. I get that word wrong every time. Rural. However, the new life they dreamed of is threatened by an evil mystical force lurking, forcing them to face unimaginable fears. Feels a bit like The Devil May Take You, doesn't it? Though I did like the claws on that beast. Listen, what's with the fucking screaming tonight? Just Indonesia, when it comes to violence, you just go full on, don't you? Coming soon. You know what? I probably will watch that one coming soon. I didn't mind that. Now, if we were to go over everything that we saw tonight and maybe rate them, I'll be honest, my short-term memory means that I don't remember everything that we saw. I know, isn't that weird? It's Evil Dead in Indonesia. You know what? I think you might be right. I certainly thought May the Devil Take You was definitely very Evil Dead-y in Indonesia, but that seems to be a bit more following the Evil Dead plot. I mean, you've got 4 friends in Evil Dead. This one has 5. But other than that, it kind of look like it. Unless we get a bit of an element of one of the characters cuts off his arm and attaches a chainsaw to it and starts yelling groovy everywhere. But no, I think you're right. That does have a very big Evil Dead in Indonesia vibe. And I think that one might be a lot of fun to watch. I don't recognize any of the actors in that one. Do I? Yeah, I do. I think I recognize one of them. And I don't recognize the director, Giri Pratama, who has not directed anything else I've seen. He's directed love movies. So this would be something different for him. And the book. I didn't see the book. There was a book in it. Hold on. The book. Okay. Right at the front. You know what, Lyle? You got a great eye for stuff. I did the whole fucking movies about a book and I didn't even see it. Oh my God. I'm embarrassed. I'm very, very embarrassed that I didn't pick that up. Lyle, what would I do without you? What would I do without you? What have you guys watched lately? I watched Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 lately, and I thought that was quite fun. Actually, I thought that was really fun. It's amazing what a budget will actually do for a movie when you've got a bit more money available and a lot more talent available that want to help you out. You end up with a movie remarkably better than the first one. Now, the first one wasn't too bad, but I thought Winnie the Pooh 2, Blood and Honey, or Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 was actually pretty decent. And I hope it doesn't get too much hate just because it's a Winnie the Pooh movie, because look, in reality, it's a slasher with monsters. And it was pretty, I thought it was pretty good. Is there anything that you guys have seen lately that you want to talk about? I also saw Psycho Shark. Lyle, that was terrible. Imagine having a movie called Psycho Shark, a movie about sharks, and I think the shark is in it for about 3 or 4 seconds. It's a 65-minute movie with 4 seconds of shark, 25 minutes of girls in bikinis who never take the bikinis off, and then about 15 minutes of repeated footage. So just a bad experience all around, and certainly not something that I would ever class as a shark movie. All right, well, if no one's got anything that they want to tell me about that they've seen, we might sign off for this evening. It's probably a Saturday night where you are. If you're watching live, if you're watching a replay, it could be any time. I am the Artie Dance. You are watching Shockmania. We're here on Rumble and on YouTube live on both platforms. It's been great to have you here. I hope to do this again, but otherwise, I will catch you next time. And again, big thank you, Lyle. Have I seen Under Paris yet? See, look at that. I just got that before I closed it off. Have I seen it yet? No. Last night, when I sat down with my mate to watch a movie, we were tossing up between Under Paris and Civil War. And for some reason, I just did not feel like a horror movie. And I thought, I'll watch Civil War and see what that's like. Because I was quite interested in Civil War until I realized it was all about journalists. So Under Paris is on the agenda. I know you enjoyed it, but I know you also said that there was something at the end that you wanted me to pay attention to. I hope there's no spiders in it, Lyle. There's no spiders, is there? Come on. You know I don't like spiders. Thank you again. I will. I'm a bit buggered. I've been doing maintenance in the house this morning, and I'm actually really buggered. And I've had the pizza. I've had something to drink, and now I actually feel like a siesta. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. It's evening, night. I am the Artie Dance. You're watching Shockmania on Rumble and YouTube. Otherwise, I've got a green tinge around me. It's actually yellow. I'll catch you next time. See you later.